Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Today we will start our next chapter, chapter 4. Name of this chapter is Psychological Disorder. Today we will start in this chapter topic abnormal behavior, about abnormality. So let's start with this chapter introduction. So you must have come across people who are unhappy, troubled and dissatisfied. Their minds and hearts are filled with sorrow, pain, unrest, and tension, and they feel that they are unable to move ahead in their lives. So, they feel life is a painful, uphill struggle, sometimes not worth living. So, all of us face major problems at some point of our lives. However, some people have an extreme reaction to the problems and stresses of life. In this chapter, we will try to understand what goes wrong when people develop psychological problems and what are the causes and factors which lead to abnormal behavior. What are the various signs and symptoms associated with different types of psychological disorders. So let's start with normal and abnormal behavior. So let's discuss firstly normal behavior or normality. So the absence of illness and presence of state of well-being called normality. A person who gets according to the rule, who live according to the rule and adopt himself according to the situation, that is normality. Now come to the abnormal behavior or abnormality. Abnormal is any kind of activity that a person sees as bad behavior or something that is not common. It can be defined as a birth defect to a mental illness. So many definitions of abnormality have been used over the years. None has one universal acceptance. Still, most of the definitions have certain common features. Here is about the word abnormal with prefix ab. Ab means away from, means abnormal means is here, abnormal means away from normal, away from normal, from the normal. It implies deviation from some clearly defined norms and standards. In psychology, we have no ideal model or even normal model of human behavior to use as base of comparison. So various approaches have been used in distinguishing between normal and abnormal behavior. From these approaches, two basics are we will discuss further. So firstly here, definition is given here about abnormal behavior: disturbances seen in behavior which manifest in cognitive domain, means cognitive domain related to thinking, knowing and memory, and affective domain means emotional, आपकी emotional thinkings and feelings, and cognitive domain is here about psychomotor activities, that is all about your mental and physical, both are related in here. Individual expresses mental distress through thought, feeling and action. How individual expresses mental distress? Through these three domains: cognitive, cognitive, affective and cognitive. These are means thought, feeling and action. Here is about what is abnormal behavior. Behavior that is statistical unusual, considered strange or undesirable by most of people, are source of unhappiness. There are biological, psychological, personal standards and socio-cultural factors involved in defining abnormal behavior. Here is about 4Ds, means still most of definition have certain common feature, often called the 4Ds: deviance, distress, dysfunction and danger. Psychological disorders are: deviant means different, extreme, unusual, even bizarre. Distancing means unpleasant and upsetting to person to other. Dysfunctional means interfering with a person's ability and carry out daily activities in constructive way. And next, it possibly dangerous to the time, person or to others. Here you can see about disorders defined here, refers to a state of mental behavioral ill health. Then patterns refers to the finding a collection of symptoms that tend to go together and not just seeing a single symptom. For there to be distress and dysfunction. Symptoms must be sufficiently severe to interfere with one's daily life and well-being. Deviant means different from the norm. Here is also to understand this 4Ds. Deviant means behavior going next. In one culture, maybe it normal, maybe it considered normal, while in others it may lead to arrest. Deviant behavior must accompany distress, and if a behavior is dysfunctional, it is clearly a disorder. Then there is a possibility to be a dangerous to persons or to be others. So these are 4Ds we have explained here. Here is about various approaches have been used in distinguishing between normal and abnormal behavior. From these approaches, there emerge two basic and conflicting views. So, first approach views abnormal behavior as a deviation from social norms. So, many psychologists many psychologists have stated that abnormal is simply a label that is given to a behavior which is deviant from social expectation. Abnormal behavior, thoughts, emotions are those that differ markedly from a society's ideas of proper functioning. So each society has norms which are stated or unstated rules for proper conduct. Behaviors, thoughts and emotions that break societal norms are called abnormal. So a society norms grow from its particular culture. Its history, values, institutions, habits, skills, technology, and arts. Thus, a society whose culture values competition and assertiveness may accept aggressive behavior, whereas one that emphasizes cooperation and family values, such as in India, may consider aggressive behavior or unacceptable or even abnormal. So, a society's value may change over time and causing its views of what is psychologically abnormal to change as well. So serious questions have been raised about this definition. It is based on the assumption that socially accepted behavior is not abnormal and that normality is nothing more than conformity to social norms. Here is also, you can see, under this definition, a person's thinking behavior is classified as abnormal if it violates the unwritten rules about what is expected or acceptable behavior in a particular social group. So their behavior may be incomprehensible to others, make others feel threatened or uncomfortable. Here is about with the definition, it is necessary to consider the degree to which a norm is violated and the importance of that norm, the value attached by the social group to different sorts of violation. So is the violent rude, eccentric, abnormal or criminal? So this is about the first approach view, deviation from social norms. This is also one example of social norms. Next approach is second approach. Second approach views abnormal behavior as a maladaptive behavior. This view, many psychologists believe that the best criterion for determining the normality of behavior is not whether society accepts it, but whether it fosters the well-being of individual, eventually of the group which she or he belongs. Well-being is here is also about maladaptive behavior. An alcoholic who drinks so heavily that he or she cannot keep a job, or paranoid individual who try to assassinate national leaders. So this is an example of maladaptive behavior. Here is about well-being. Well-being is not simply maintenance and survival, but also includes growth and fulfillment. Like here is one example, actualization of potential, which you must have studied in Maslow's need hierarchy theory. According to this criteria, conforming behavior can be seen as abnormal if it is maladaptive, like if it interferes with optimal functioning and growth. For example, a student in the class prefers to remain silent even when she or he has question in his or her mind. Describing behavior as maladaptive implies that a problem exists. It also suggests that vulnerability in the individual, inability to cope, or exceptional stress in environmental have led to problems in life. So this is about two approaches we have discussed in abnormal and normal behavior. Next time we will discuss historical background. Thank you.